Happy Monday, everyone. Man, what a week we have had in the men's physique world. We've had 3 big shows happen over the weekend. We had the Prague Pro, we had the Border State Pro, and we had the Philippines Pro. 3 shows that I really want to dive into. We had some shocks over the weekend, some scandals over the weekend. We got Jian He, the man that everyone was talking about after the Mr. Olympia. We're going to talk about him as well. We've got Edvan Palmeira with his latest physique update 2 weeks out from his next show. And we've got so much more. But before we get into today's episode, I am on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I need your help to do so. So if you're a men's physique fan, if you're an athlete, if you're a coach, or if you're a supporter of bodybuilding in general, I need you to hit that subscribe button. I also need you to hit the bell icon so that you're notified as soon as a video goes live. Now that I've got that out of the way, and without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Let's kick things off in Prague, where we had a stacked lineup. There were 7 to 8 Olympians on that Prague stage, and they all looked unreal. But the winner on the day, the man from the UK, Emil Walker, took home the crown. And to be completely honest with you, I did not have Emil Walker in my top 3. There were a couple of people that, especially when I uploaded it on my social media, they had Emil Walker in that top 3. A lot of people, there were a few people that had Emil Walker taking home the win, but I just didn't see it. Based on the lineup that was presented for that show, I had Emil Walker maybe in 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th position, but got to give it to him. The man has had a stacked couple of weeks. He won the Masters at the Hurricane Pro. He took out 3rd place at the Men's Physique Open at the Hurricane Pro, and now takes home the win in Prague. But that being said, there was a scandal, and I need to really address this scandal because there are a lot of people who are commenting about it, a little bit unsure about this, and it is in regards to the Spanish. I called him Brazilian. The man was born in Brazil, but he now resides in Spain, Mauro Fialho. And I don't know what happened here. I really do not know what happened here, because I had Mauro actually winning this show, but as soon as I saw the lineup come out. And in the space of 2 weeks, Mauro has gone from 13th position at the Mr. Olympia to now almost coming last in the Prague show. It's something that I just don't understand. A lot of people don't understand this, but in the space of 2 weeks, I don't know how things could be so different for Mauro. Now, from what I've seen, there's been a lot of good footage come out from the Prague Pro, but from what I can see, Mauro came in the same, if not slightly better than the package that we saw at the Olympia. How does Mauro move down so many places is something that I just truly do not understand. He was up against a lot of Olympians that he beat at the Mr. Olympia, and in my opinion, he didn't lack on the fullness. He didn't. If anything, his conditioning was still there, if not better. It was actually outlined by Jeremy Buendia himself, where he mentioned Mauro brings the best conditioning to the men's physique stage. So based on that, even on our eye test, we can see that Mauro should have at least come in the top 3. So I don't know why there is so much inconsistency with the judging from the Olympia to now the Prague show. Because based on what I can see, if I was to dissect Mauro's physique from the front, he's got an amazing front shot. His conditioning is God tier. From the back, he's got a great back. But is it enough for Mauro to go from top 13 in the world to now be put in the last call-outs? I'm honestly don't know. I'm hoping that Mauro has received feedback. And I'm truly hoping that Mauro releases that feedback, because I feel like a lot of the men's physique world want to know what happened. Where did it go wrong? And what did the judges see? So Mauro, if you see this, please let me know what the feedback was or even if you would have uploaded on your social media so that the world knows what happened. Because one thing that we know for sure is Mauro has announced that he will be competing at the Romania Pro. So hopefully all of this gets rectified in Romania. I know Andre Diu is going to be in that show. So where he lines up against Andre will be really, really cool to see. But Mauro, if you are able to release that feedback, please do so, because it'll give all of us Men's Physique fans some clarity and some closure as to what happened in Prague over the weekend. Now, the next show that I want to talk about is the Border State Pro with our winner, Mr. Ube King himself. I need to know firstly, before I get into his name, I need to know how many likes does this video need to receive for Bob Cicherillo to refer to Jason Hun as the Ube King at the 2026 Mr. Olympia. So Bob Cicherillo, if you see this, please let me know, because I will keep referring to Jason as the Ube King for as long as I need to, until we hear that Ube King mentioned on the Olympia stage. But I just announced it just then. Jason Hun was the winner of the Border State Pro, and man, this guy looks good. 6-time Olympian, and 6-time Olympian for a reason. This guy always shows up. If you've got me on Instagram, I refer to him as the man who is consistently delivering. The guy always shows up on stage in peak conditioning. He brings the peak physique every single time. Someone refresh my memory. When was the last time you saw Jason out of shape on stage? Under-conditioned, spilled, flat. You just never do. The man always brings the packages to stage. And it was lights out when Jason got on stage. He was up against Ryan Dole, who came in second place, and Muhammad Al-Kindi, who came in at third. From the front, Jason won hands down, no question about it. And from the back, Jason delivered a great package and an amazing back. What I like about Jason as well is you can tell that Jason is a seasoned veteran. The guy holds his poses so well, so flawless, so effortlessly. When a lot of men lose control of their abs during transitions while holding front poses, Jason just never loses it. And you can tell the experience, you can tell the quality of an athlete that Jason Hun is. So Jason, awesome stuff, mate. First win for the season. I'm sure, and I can almost guarantee that we're going to see Jason at the 2026 Mr. Olympia on his 7th occasion. The third show that happened over the weekend was the Philippines Pro, where we had a big shock at this one. Hometown hero Joven Sagabain, and I've got to thank Jeremy Buendia for that one, because I've been saying Joven's name completely wrong this whole time, and it wasn't until I saw a story that Jeremy Buendia did with a fan where he said his name, I thought, man, why hasn't Joven told me this in the past? So Joven Sagabain was unable to defend the land and lost that one too. And this was another scandal that happened over the weekend. Navid Ali. Now, Navid was registered as a Japanese athlete at that show. It then was later rectified, where he came out after winning the Philippines Pro and addressed that one and said is actually from Iran. But a friend of his registered Navid in that show, and for some reason registered him as a Japanese athlete. But now that that's all settled, Navid looked incredible. I gotta give it to him. There wasn't much footage on this show. I was trying to keep tabs on this show all day, on the social media, on the tagged photos, but there was just no footage on this show. And it was up until the end of the show where we saw the results, and that's how we knew that Navid was the winner. Now, I gotta say, the Philippine Pro show, the lighting was horrendous. It was horrendous. I know a lot of people, it's always the lighting's bad, but I'm telling you, this show was bad. Like, every athlete at this show looked completely washed out. You could not see detail, separation, fullness. You could not see anything from the photos, but there was one man who, with all the bad conditions that was put under, was able to deliver on the day and deliver a package that was insane and was, you better believe it, was unbelievable. It was Navid Ali. Now, with the bad photos, with the bad footage, you could tell that this guy was in shape. He was dialed, he peaked properly, he was conditioned, he was everything. And based on that, again, being someone who was not at the show, you could tell that he truly deserved to take home that Philippine Pro. So awesome stuff, Navid. I'm glad that we were able to clarify the country that you were representing on the day, which was Iran. And I'm sure Iran will be proud of the package that you delivered in the Philippines. You know that every single time Edvan Palmeira drops a physique update, you know I'm going to report on it, because if you don't know, Edvan is one of my favorite athletes to grace that Olympia stage. And he's one of my favorite physiques. He's got the look, he's got the size, he's got the conditioning, he's got the structure, he's got everything. And I truly believe, and I said it before, that Edvan Palmeira will be a future Mr. Olympia champion. Mark my words on that. I'm putting it on the record. I've put it on the record a couple of times. But I want to talk about his latest physique update. 2 weeks out from a show he's doing in Brazil, in his hometown. I spoke about Jovan trying to defend the land. I feel like I believe, I'm not going to say there's no doubt about it, but I truly believe that we are going to see Edvan Palmeira defend the land of Brazil in 2 weeks' time. This is his latest physique update, and man, this guy is dialed. He is dialed. I know vascularity doesn't play a big part in the men's physique criteria, in the men's physique judging, but this guy is dick skin lean. He's dick skin lean. And I actually said it on one of my Instagram stories. This guy is 100% fat-free Brazilian steak. There is Brazilian steak hanging all over this frame. And I honestly don't know where Cuts is going to pull any more body fat off this guy. Now, yes, he's lacking some separation in the quads, but the good thing about men's physique is the board shorts are covering that. But we're going to look at let's look at the top line from the waist up. You can't tell me that this guy is not in shape. You cannot tell me that this guy is not conditioned. You cannot tell me that once this guy puts the tan on, it is lights out and he's taking out anyone in his way. You just can't tell me. So Edvan Palmeira, 2 weeks to go before his first, qualifying show, his season opener for the 2026 Mr. Olympia. And if this is anything to go by, we're going to see him in the 2026 show, but we're going to see him qualify for this show very, very quickly. Biggest name to come out of the 2025 Mr. Olympia, Jian He, the man that came out of nowhere, the man that was on no one's radar, is back. If we talk about the package that we saw at the 2025 Mr. Olympia, man, did this guy deliver. This guy is a specimen of a man. The proportions, the shoulder to waist ratio is absolutely insane. And now we know that Jian is 2 weeks out from the Japan Pro. This guy, I'm looking forward to seeing what this guy can bring to stage. If the Olympia was anything to go by, it is going to be an absolute, I'm not going to say a blowout, but it's going to be, I don't even know how I'm going to put this. In the nicest way, this is going to be an easy run for Jian. I hope I don't eat my words right now, but truly believe that Jian He is going to be the man to beat at that Japan Pro. This is his latest physique update. Yes, he's a little bit fuller, probably had some nice food in the last 2 weeks, but he's ready to get back into work, dial things in, and the Japan Pro is going to be, I wish that I was the Japan Pro to see this specimen of a man in the flesh. So yeah, this is Jian. 2 weeks out, he looks insane, looks phenomenal. It's going to be the best version of Jian that we have seen. So now that you're up to date with everything that has happened in the men's physique world, I'm going to go back to what I said at the start of this video. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, I am on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I need your help to do so. So if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, hit that like button. You don't understand how much it helps with the YouTube algorithm, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that you're notified every single time a new video goes live. So thank you for making it to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.